Yeah. I just want to say, I want to shout out for that. That was really fun. Thanks for letting me hear that and experience that. It was a lot of fun. Did you have fun playing that on the record?
Oh, absolutely. You know, that's one of those tunes that just resonates with everyone. I had to watch it 500 times with my two sons when the movie came out. And
okay.
I grew a certain affection for it. You know, it was the most swinging song in the movie soundtrack of A Little Mermaid, and it was the point in the movie that I looked forward to seeing almost every time I saw it. And literally, my boys were young; they were 3 and 5, and maybe 500 times.
Okay,
you know?
Yeah. Well, it's a popular song here. I remember I've seen orchestras perform it here, and
really?
I worked with a pop group here, which is doing a version of that many years ago, and they had an orchestra backing them. So I know Koreans are familiar with that song, though that's going to go over real well. I was happy to hear that. I don't want to get too nerdy, but maybe I can get a little bit nerdy. I'm just listening to the violin there and checking out some of what I have written down and some of your different influences, including Itzhak Perlman and Joe Venucci, Eddie Sau. So we're getting some different influences. So where do you get some of the different sound effects, the bends and the different things that you were doing?
From all of those and more, you know, from referencing contemporary music, pop music. I know Matt does some work with DJs, you know, so there's a very strong rhythmic influence that, and when we hear a sound that we like, that's not a typically used in classical music, we'll latch onto it with our ear and try to figure out a way to make it incorporate it into the charts to make it true crossover, so that we are really playing in a funky style or in a jazzy style or in a calypso style, as in the case of Under the Sea. You know, what do calypso musicians do that make it sound like calypso? If we approach it just like classical musicians, it will sound somewhat nerdy. You know, but if we go over the line to the genre or to the style and try to incorporate maybe non-typical string sounds into the music, then it just gives it authenticity. We speak in the accent of the genres that we play, and I hope that answers your question.
That does, and I definitely noticed it going in deep, trying to really get into the sound of something. Well, not even getting it, just sounds very natural, I think, and that's what we hope for, I think.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
So we're going to play another one now. This one's called Libre Tango, very popular here in Korea. Very curious about this version. Maybe, Kelly, would you like to tell me something about this version? Introduce it to our audience, please.
Sure. Libre Tango is a classic tango by Astor Piazzolla. And in this arrangement, I'm as the cellist, I am the bass player in the group. And you'll hear a very driving bass line on the bottom. Same rhythm for pretty much throughout the tune. And hopefully makes you want to get up and dance tango.
Yeah, I think so. Let's check it out. Dance some tango on this one. Libre Tango, Quartet San Francisco.